Hello viewers and welcome back to the main channel. I'm your host Tom Mason, and today is Sunday the 26th of March, and if you're watching this live, as in the moment it's come out in the order, so you've seen my video about Doomsday, you've seen the endless retitling of Who News, which, sorry I just hit my nose, that quite hurt, the endless retitling of all my Doctor Who videos with Who News, and Who News have now got 4 series instead of 2 that it originally had. You would have seen me talk about the Series 9 collection box that's just off camera. You can almost slightly see it. But today we're talking about the release that came out before that they've only just got, called Series 2, William Hartnell's first box set. On the back of it, it includes In Conversation, 2 brand new interviews conducted by Matthew Sweet, who is a fantastic interviewer, might I add, featuring William Russell and Maureen O'Brien. Behind the scenes, an all-star lineup of Doctor Who companions watch stories from classic series. Fly Through the Entity, a full-length documentary looking back at the early years of Doctor Who. Collectible documentaries exploring the 60s Doctor Who merchandise explosion, missing episode reconstructions, watch Crusades with 2 new missing episode reconstructions using off-air soundtracks and photographs. They could have animated it, but that animation side is shut down, so I'm a little bit disappointed on that, as we all are, but it's the best thing. What they've done is the best they could have done. The Storyteller, a special short film produced to launch this set. PDF, written archives, scripts, production documents, exclusive booklets, exclusive to this limited edition set, with the story notes, photographs and artworks. I am going to go through this box set at some point and rewatch it all, but what I've watched so far, because I was doing some research for other projects I'm doing, is a collectible documentary. Now, it says on it, Part 1. Does this mean if we ever get a Patrick Troughton release, are they going to do Part 2, a part of that? Now, I don't really like the whole 2-part thing. With the DVDs, they did Who Peter on 2 parts, one on one disc DVD and one on another. And obviously when they sort of do the box set for the Wilderness Years, they can put Who Peter together as 2 separate things on the same box set, because the Wilderness Years would have to have animations of the Big Finish, releases from the Wilderness Years, Dimension, all the special things he did to celebrate 35 years. It would have to have all the knockoffs that they want to put in. They would have to do so much to it, and then include the TV movie in there and a lot of documentaries from everything from the discs, DVDs. I don't know, but this is in about this. So the collectible documentary, that's the only problem I've got with it, that it was Part 1. I wanted the whole thing, not just one part. I do think Emily Cook, I didn't expect this, but she was a fantastic presenter. I know she's a really good journalist, a really good writer, and a massive Doctor Who fan, but I do think the presenting style is incredible. Please, can we get her to do more presenting? I do think the collectible documentary was the best way of doing it, because what they did was they had the toys in a studio that the fans didn't have, and then you cut back to the Who shop and cut back to fans. So you had like the BBC set, the Who shop, which is the most popular Doctor Who shop out there, and then we had the fans that have their own rooms with the stuff in. I do think that was the best way to go about it, and I do think it was presented and illustrated and talked about and displayed in the greatest way possible. So, there you have it. That's the only thing I'm watching the box set, because I didn't realise I could watch Flight Through the Entity, E-T-E-R-N-I-T-Y. Now, the stories that are on this box set are quite minimal, because there's only Planet of the Giants, Rescue, Crusade, and The Chase, which is 4, but it is a 9-box disc set because you've got all the special features from the DVDs. I do think this is the best way of doing it. I don't know if they do, but they could have had 2 versions of on each disc. Yeah, in the special features you had an option to watch it in colour, or you could arrange it in black and white. But I'm very excited to sink my teeth into this, as I am with the other box set. So, this video was short because I'd actually only watched one documentary on the thing. I do think the behind the sofas are incredible. I call it when I say to someone, yeah, they do these behind the sofas, and they go, well, what's that? I always go, it's a Doctor Who does Gogglebox. So it's Doctor Who, past and present companions and doctors doing Gogglebox, but the only thing they're watching on this special edition of Gogglebox is Doctor Who. Especially this series that they do. And the behind the sofas are incredible, and I highly recommend them if you have already seen it. And I realise I made another mistake with the set again. So, 2 things: I'm going to improve the set, and I'm going to review the box set even bigger and better. And what you'll see just before we wrap up is the unboxing of the box set! Sorry I left the unboxing to the box set quite late in this video. I forgot all about it, and I was just about wrapped up here, and then I remembered I needed to insert it in. So, there you have it. This is the first Doctor's box set. Hopefully we get series 1. What are they gonna do for Unearth a Child behind the scenes wise? Don't know. But it is beautiful. Lee Binding does all the artwork. I forgot to mention it in the last video, but Lee Binding does all the artwork, and it looks incredible. So, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Time to act. Bye! Not going to hurt myself as I leave the set today. I am going to improve the set, don't worry.